How you guys doing? This is CS with DWP. And before I wrapped up the Profit Taker, I had a thing that I do get a question on, and that is, you know, not like usually this is what happens. I get the question, hey, what's up with the Profit Taker? Now I'm like, oh, okay, the Profit Taker. Okay, well, what you want to do is do for the fight, right? And usually right after that, it's like, oh, I don't have the Profit Taker. How do you unlock the Profit Taker? And then that's kind of its own thing, right? So that's kind of going to be the point of this video. Also, I did the boss fight the last video, but I just kind of want to wrap it up with those tips on that part. So anyway, how to unlock the Profit Taker. Well, what you do is what I would recommend doing is there's an event called Thermia Fractures. You're gonna do the Thermia Fracture event. So you got about 20 of those points, 20, 30, maybe even 40 of those little points that you get from it, right? The little orange things. You're gonna use that to go run the Explorer Orb. So do the Explorer Orb, I want to say about 20 times. And this is if you're kind of fresh in Fortuna, but you have the gunpowder to do so, right? After you do that, you're gonna take all them stones that you got from the Explorer Orb, and then you're gonna come over here to this guy, Smoke Fingers, and you're gonna turn in those gems for your standing every day, right? Now, I don't do it as much, but you're gonna get a ton of these, you're gonna get a ton of these, and you're gonna be able to max out your stand-in and blah, 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 blah. So you do that to get your stand-in with Solaris United. Why do you have to do this? Because you have to hit Old Mate, which is the max rank, in order to get to the part where you fight the Profit Taker. So once you are max ranked, in here, you're gonna start here, rank. Once you're max rank here, that's when it's gonna unlock this back room. Well, the back room's kind of unlocked, you just can't do anything really back here. But anyway, so once you do that, you come back here, you talk to briefing. Boom. You're gonna get this little list. Now, if you have more of those little orange things that you get from these, no, sorry about that. If you did at least one Thermia Fracture, you'll have this available to you, and it's gonna exhaust one of those little things that you have. So you can do this here, but that's not why we're here. Why we're here is the Profit Taker. So you're gonna choose Profit Taker, and you're going to do these in this order, 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, clearly you're not going to be able to do this one until you do this one, can't do this one until you do this one, can't do this one until you do this one, blah, blah, blah. You do all of these. On this particular mission, you're going to get something called a Grab-A-Mag, right? And that Grab-A-Mag, as you can see, still a Grab-A-Mag, is going to allow you to use your arc gun on the ground, right? You're going to need that Grab-A-Mag to actually beat the Profit Taker. But that is the fastest way I found to actually unlocking the Profit Taker. Is you're going to do the Explorer Orb about 20 times. You're going to turn in the stones for max standing, because it literally takes all of about 20 whole seconds to turn in max standing for the day. All the work that now, you know, like I said in the Explorer Orb video, or one of my videos where I was like beat Warframe, you can either do a bounty that takes 15 minutes, sometimes 10, sometimes 20, sometimes however long, or you can do an Explorer Orb that takes 10, that takes 10, 20, however many minutes. And the difference between the amount of standing that you get is a maximum of 5,000 or a minimum of 1,500. Well, a minimum of 1,200 or 12,000, sorry. So you get more than double from one Explorer Orb run in standing. Not only that, with the standing that you get from the Explorer Orb, you're going to be able to turn in a minimum of 12,000 standing, like easily turning a minimum of 12,000 standing per run to Little Gun, right? This is also how you get the 777, it's also how you get Hildren, and it's also how you get Baru. Okay? Just as a little side note, I just want you guys to know what you're getting out of it. Alright, so then that's also how you get Magus Lockdown, right? But you're going to need a lot of standing. This standing right here, you get 12,000 of that from the Explorer Orb. Now, I don't have the Toroid, but this one right here, this is what drops from the Explorer Orb. You're using this to rank up back here. Anyway, once you have this unlocked, okay, like I said, you're going to do these 3 missions, and then you have the Profit Taker. And as far as doing the Profit Taker, it is literally the video I put up right before this of me doing the Profit Taker. One of the biggest tips for doing a Profit Taker is, if you have it, take Arcane Grace. If you have it, take Hunter's Adrenaline or Rage. If you have it, take Adaptation. If you can, put Radiation on your Art Gun, the one with the grabber mag, and then take a Chroma. And as far as Chroma, you're going to use a lot of duration and a lot of ability strength. And that is pretty much the gist of it. And just make sure you take a few pizza pads with you, a few energy pads, maybe a minimum of 10, maybe. Don't spam them. If you have a plethora of them, spam away, because you will need it, because you'll have to keep your third active as often as possible. It's not detrimental if you lose it, but you do want to have it on as much as possible. And that is pretty much it. It's pretty quick. You know what I mean? Hey, what's happening? So I mean, that's pretty much it for the most part. I just noticed I'm putting a lot of spelling errors in the titles of these videos, so I apologize for the typos. I'll go back and fix them in a moment. But yeah, so I hope this kind of explains how to unlock the Profit Taker, and some tips on how to do it, and some of the additional benefits you get from unlocking the Profit Taker. You know, so to just recap it, run Exploder Orb a bunch of times. After you run Exploder Orb a bunch of times, turn in the standing to Smoke Finger, which is this guy. Turning your stones to him, that's going to get you your daily standing. You're going to do this until your old mate. If you're having trouble with debt bonds for whatever reason, you're going to come up here and talk to that guy right there, right? Or if you're having a hard time getting up there for, you know, whatever the reason, you're going to fast travel to what's his name, Ticker, and I'll bring you straight here. Then from here you're going to purchase debt bonds. This is if you ever need debt bonds. Some of them are credits only, some of them are not credits only, but you're just going to, you know, come in here. I want those debt bonds. Boom, now you got debt bonds. I want these. Cool. Boom, now I got debt bonds. I want these. Cool. Boom, now I got debt bonds. So on and so forth. All right, just to make sure you have them on deck. But once you're maxed out here, you go back there and do the Profit Taker missions. The fastest mission is going to be the second one. I also believe it's the easiest mission. I can do the missions to show you. I'll just give you guys a quick little tip from me personally. And this is for these missions. You're going to want to use whoever you want. That's cool. But I think for this one, you're probably going to want either Mesa or pretty much anybody. Frost, I think, even works in this one. Limbo is the one, not Limbo. Loki or an Invisible Frame is who you want for this one. And then Limbo is... sorry. Limbo is who you want for this one. Loki's who you want for this one. And then Chroma is who you want for this one. So Limbo, Loki, Chroma. That's just my recommendation. Just my recommendation. When you put Hunter's Adrenaline on for your energy, yeah, just as long as you got energy, as long as you keep energy. You know what I mean? Just as long as you got energy. If you got Zenuric, use it. If you got Hunter's Adrenaline, use it. If you don't have that, but you have Rage, Arcane Rage, use it. Arcane Energize, well, that's the thing. There's not a lot of energy orbs that just drop out there. That's the whole point. You know what I mean? So, but you can use Arcane Energize if you want. Just as long as you have some sort of supply of energy in case you need energy. And that is because you're going to get hit a lot. And when I say a lot, I mean a lot. You're going to hit a ton out there. So you're going to want to make sure your defenses are high and your energy pool is well fed, so that when in need, you can execute. Because sometimes it becomes overwhelming how much you get hit that you might have to just shut everything down and focus on one thing. Kind of like what happened when I was like, okay, time to start doing some stuff with the art gun. I just stopped and said, okay, art gun, boom. I ate all the hits to the face. I wasn't looking at my energy pool. I'm like, let me just get this out and just stay focused. Grace is taking care of that. My Hunter's Adrenaline is taking care of that. I'm good to go. My adaptation is keeping everything in check. All right, let's go hit him with the art gun. You see what I'm saying? So yeah. When I get R5, we need to go. Yeah, whenever you can, get the amp that you want. Get the one that works for you. I'm not here to say the 777 is the best. The 777 is the best in my eyes. That doesn't mean, because I don't think there's like the best like amp. I think there's a best brace, which is the 7 brace, but I don't think there's really like a best. Like honestly, like objectively, with like taking my opinion out of it, I don't think there's a best amp. I think there's no such thing as a best amp. I think there's a best brace, and every amp has its own place in the game, right? It has its own way you use it on Eidolon and Profit Taker. Like this one's close range, but this one can snipe, you know, stuff like that. So, no, see, that's no. I'll talk to you more about it in game. But other than that, for anyone watching post stream, I hope this does help you guys. You guys take it easy. Now, see you guys in the next piece of content. CS with DWP is out, and if you like the video, don't forget to like and subscribe. Holla, pimps! Woo! Peace.